Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by evil match against Xargun. He's the allied commander for me, this is Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26B. And we don't use any modifications, so I take the second last base on Mindanao. Now it's really only to take and storm the mountain and wipe out the last Filipino resistance. This last days was all very inactive and slow, but it's all related to that the first phase of the campaign of the Japanese attempt to create a new order in Asia is over. I must take Singapore and I must wipe out the last forces on Mindanao before I really can start the next phase for Sumatra, Java and Dutch East Indies. Unloading more supplies for my troops. This is west of San Francisco. Finally, after many days of no real activity, my submarine fleet scored one hit and a kill. But not really much. Will not have a big impact on the capacity the Allies will ship around. Good, so no Navy engagement again. We immediately arrive in air combat, ground strikes against Chinese troops. This is all clear terrain, so I have a higher hit rate, more casualties for Xargun on the ground, but they're all Chinese, so I don't really get a lot of points for this. And Chinese have unlimited manpower, so the peasant give a gun or a pike or whatever they have is enough to create more and more new Chinese forces. This is the Blenheims coming out of I would say Calcutta. The line looks like it's going this way. Could be Calcutta. Luckily I have here some Oscars 1B with one heavy and one light machine gun. And Blenheims have no escort, so it is a massacre or nice training exercises for me or for my pilots. So I kill them more or less. One is trying to escape. But I damage him so much. I think he's also dead, yeah. So only one bomber was able to drop the bombs, and none come really back. So I would say all 10 are dead. More B-17s attacking one island. Whatever they try to achieve there. So at least some action today, and for my point of view it was positive action. I lost so many airplanes over Singapore by flak, so it's good that I am able to inflict some casualties on Xargun side. Good, more ground attacks in the afternoon. That looks all fine. Here's some flak, and the flak is strong enough to even kill one of my Sallies. And the second one. So, all the good mood for my Air Force is now over. Hard to replace these losses for me. I really don't invest in this old generation of twin engine bombers, or very limited number, let's say this. I won't have the Helen to really increase and start a change of airframe type for the Japanese Army Air Force. The Helen is not really a big step forward, but I would say it's still something improvement. The big step is at the end, of course, the Key 67, but this is 43 equipment. So, the next attempt to storm Singapore, maybe today. At least one British unit just gave up. No. Begin kill ratio, well, no. Combat value, whatever you can call it, 1-to-1. So I blow up the fort down to level 1 again. Casualties numbers. I destroy one enemy unit. For me, it's again a lot of disabled, not really a lot getting destroyed, so that is fine. I can replace this. And for the British, of course, it's hard to really replace. I mean, what is dead, it cannot come back. And disabled, I don't know how well they can reactivate the disabled units. I would say it's so again. I hope for morale victory, that the British simply give up at some point. Kukong is only bombardment. Casualties for the Chinese, okay. And Suva, maybe Suva will fall. No, same situation, 1-to-1. Here it's normally nearly a 2-to-1, but just barely was not able to catch it. Again, for me it's very low destroyed units, more disabled, and for the allies it's 50-50 destroyed, disabled. And of course the 13 destroyed units are really missing from this raw power value, so there's not much left. So I think one more attack at Suva, hopefully then it's over. Some bombardments. This is only empty base. Here I have the problem, I cannot catch this base because it has no port and no sea access, so I can only hit the Australian, and they are very likely to retreat now. Yeah, they do this. So I can defeat them. They are now nearly empty, and I think this is okay. I will let them rot now here. I don't have time for this kind of stuff. Xargun can try to get them out, but it's impossible because there's no air field, and also no seaplane can pick them up, so they're totally isolated. They must come out of the mountains first. Good, and this is all empty bases. And this is the dot base, because I more or less must take now all these dot bases, at least this dot base and this dot base, so there's no base more here on the island that these Australian forces can retreat, and then hopefully they give up. Good, so at the end so turn for me, some success is over. In Burma, British lost the bomber wing, but I was also not able to storm Singapore or Suva. And the Chinese killed 2 of my bombers. This is, a little stupid, but can happen. Air losses 11-4. So here are 12 reported, but there was only 10. Plus 1 Dornier, and this is 11. So 10 Blenheims, 1 Dornier gets killed. I lost the two Sallies by flak and two more by ops losses. So I have maybe 2 or 3 dead pilots now. Yeah, 3 dead pilots. It is okay. I still have no ace. You need 5 kills to get an ace. Ship sunk. There was one cargo ship. Standard cargo ship. Nothing special. No big. Only long range but slow. So in China we have still no change of situation. Ground attacks, nothing else. Here are all the Chinese forces. Chinese forces try to come out of the mountains. Here's the Chinese units in the mountain. Not really much to see. I only know that the Wenchao army from China is now in these 2 hexes, so I must act. My garrison just arrived in Wenchao, so this means now I have the chance to move out my Wenchao army. Before, I don't want... I used the time to heal my damaged Japanese army units. I try at least to get back the disabled units active combat status. But now it's really time. I must move out and I must intercept this Chinese Venture army. They will maybe attack here the coastline. I don't really care this too much. So long I can hold Charmin or Moi, the old name, then it's fine. These 2 bases I don't really care. It's really even the opposite. For some reasons, don't ask me, they changed this in 26B, in the 27B they changed this, but this hex here, this base, makes no sense for the Japanese to even hold it. There's no industry here, no benefit, but you have a garrison request of 120. That costs you a lot of points, so this is also why I more or less not have any units here. If I lose here every second turn or every third turn 1 point, it's okay, but I cannot keep a 120 garrison for nothing. And here's similar, this base have no value. I mean, here's a garrison, so I keep the garrison, but yeah. Anyway, anything else? Not really. So the zero Oscars. There was here the 1B. They have the light and heavy machine gun. It's still pre-production model, not really what is really used en masse. But these are all elite pilots, not all, but most of them. They have very high value. Nearly everyone is mid-70 experience, and there's only the last 10 pilots. Maybe they're not perfectly, but they're already frontline duty ready. Good. So they're getting 15 kills so far, and I lost here some ops losses and one air-to-air loss, and only 1 kill pilot so far. Good. But yeah, this only allows me to control the air space over Burma, and I think I have maybe 1 more month before the British Americans have stronger air assets can throw on me. Singapore hold again. You need also luck in this game. This is the first time that my 2 divisions really get a beating. This time, I mean, not really much getting destroyed. You can still see that there's not much missing. But I have now 40 to 50 units are disabled, so I need 3-4 days rest. I can roughly get 1 or 2 squads per sub-unit back, so if I break it down in 3 pieces, so I can get maybe 2-3 attack value for company A in the series time, so I can get 10 attack value per division back. So if I wait like 2-3 days, I can get up to 50 attack value back. Yeah, Mindanao, I unloading troops. Here's the 1st division arrive here. I sent the 2nd division, so I will go here in with 2 divisions plus some tank units. And then I storm here the mountain. I think he has roughly 500-600 attack value, but they are Filipinos, so it's more or less, I hope I only attack, show up my force, and then they give up and surrender. I don't really want to fight them too much. I don't need a bloody battle there. Good, this is all picking up. The Australians are now here in the base. I let them really stay there. Doesn't matter. If I have this base or don't have the bases, change nothing. The locations important are here. Maybe are Horn Island, Port Moresby, Rabaul. If I control this bases, there cannot be any enemy really strong point. Suva also was able to hold again. Maybe I try, make a second attack immediately. Some of my units are here already a little burnt out, so I normally like to wait one turn or give 1 day the rest before the second attack. We will see. But nothing else to see, to show. Everything is fine. The industry in Japan is slowly getting under control. I'm out of the lowest point already. So I was at lowest, I think, 22,000 supplies. Now I'm already back at 36,000. So my investment in the heavy industry is slowly paying out now. So of course I invest 1 million supplies, or nearly 1 million supplies, in the upgrade of the heavy industry. At the end I need 500 days to earn back all these investments. But I can now simply create faster more supplies, day by day basis. Good. Maybe only. This is my heavy industry. You can see here now that where I am. The 20,000 is fake numbers. Don't care this. But my heavy industry make a maximum output of nearly 16,000 supplies per day, plus 10,000 from the light industry at 26,000. And the refineries can also produce 1,500 supplies. So in total you can also see here 16, 10 and 1.5. So it is more than you have at the start of the war, but still not enough. I hope I can level out at around 30,000 supplies per day empire-wide. That is, I think, the maximum what you can really achieve in the long run. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.